Okay, so in the previous video, we inserted an Excel chart. And before that, we inserted an image of a balloon. And before that, we just inserted some plain text. This time, we're going to insert a table. And again, we're going to use Microsoft Excel to do that. So in this sheet or in any other sheet, we could create another sheet if we want to, but this sheet will be just fine. We will create a little table. So let's say we'll call this column 1, not very imaginatively, and this one column 2. We could have spaces in it, that's fine. And we'll add a little bit of data as well. And what the heck, let's go for column 3 as well. Column 3, just for fun. And we'll enter a little bit of data into these columns. Let's just make it random data for some of this stuff. So we'll go rand times 100 just to get some interesting numbers. There we go. So some of them have decimal places. There we go. Let's get rid of the decimal places just for tidiness sake. And we'll just make the, we don't have to. Actually, well, let's just leave that as it is. So we've got our table full of data. And I'm just going to highlight all of the cells that make up our data, and I'm just gonna go to the Epsillion tab and say add new. So I'm gonna add a table, and I'll just call it new table. New table, and I think spaces are just fine. So we'll just that's wrong. So this this is a good teachable moment, as they say. So I've made a mistake, and you're learning from it. So there we go. We can't have spaces, so I'll just call it new table without spaces. So there's our new table. And then I'm going to hit save and upload this Excel file. And here in Epsillion, you can see we've got the progress indicator. It's uploading that Excel file, making it available to us. And once it is available to us, once that progress indicator stops, we can just go to our Word document, and it should be available to us as a table, and it is. So in this drop down, here is new table, and we can enter it and add that table columns container. Give it a title, so let's call it a new table, and give it a source. Still Ian's brain. We said the source was Ian's brain, so why not have this table being my brain as well? We'll hit save, and then we'll hit make PDF in Word. And we could also, just as easily, we could hit make PDF here. But we'll do it here in Word because that's quite easy and fast. So I've just hit make PDF, and then you'll see in Epsillion Publisher, it's now uploading that Word document that we've just revised, right? We've added a table container, and the Excel file is already updated, so you can see the green check marks. That indicates things that are uploaded to the server. And all of these files, by the way, are simply stored in... So if we go to the desktop, they're simply stored here. So all of the files are just on our desktop. We don't actually need this folder there. So all the files are stored in this folder that's just sitting on our desktop. Now that should have been uploaded. Everything should have been uploaded, and we should have our new table, and there it is. So here's our new table in the Epsillion ultramarine format. So we didn't do, just to kind of point out again, if we go back to the data that we've got in Excel, it's totally unformatted, right? It's completely unformatted. The only formatting that actually carried over is actually the columns being kind of left justified. And you could get, if you don't like that, you could center them if you wanted like that, and then that would appear in the document. But other than that, everything has been reformatted in the Epsillion Publisher style and placed in the document. So that is adding a table to your Epsillion document.